Okay, guys, welcome back to the council. Okay, if you remember last episode, it got a bit dark, really. We went into Gregory's memories, or mind, or we went into the ether, or whatever, and our father, Mortimer, devoured him, and it's like we picked a wrong side, and we shouldn't have helped Mortimer take over, because he poisoned him, and all that jazz. So Gregory is now dead. We saw Emily, who's dead, and we told her, we were like, oh yes, you couldn't get out of the ether, there must be a way. Even though she probably can't, so probably can't help her at all. But anyway, let's continue.
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic.
I'm
It's
panicking.
over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Okay. I'm worried.
Gregory?
Things got weird.
We won, Louis. It's over.
He's dead?
Definitively. Now the way is clear. At any rate, rejoice. Great things await us.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
No.
But I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
He was your brother. Why did you kill him? He never meant you any harm.
Oh, Louis, I am exhausted. Let's talk about this later.
No.
Tell me why now.
Tell me.
I want to understand.
Want to know?
Stubborn as a mule.
Yes!
After centuries of trying to convince him, I assure you I had no other option than to
Got
do
no
it.
royal
He
jellies.
would never have allowed me to depose our father. In the past, he had already opposed me, and sometimes very violently. He seemed to you like a man of peace, because you did not represent any danger to him. But I can assure you, he was not. With anything to do with our father, he would be merciless. In any case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
No doubt about it. This family is rotten to the marrow. I did right not to trust them. Home told me that my last resort was to find my sister. I hope Emma will be able to help me.
I reckon he was more on about Emily, although Emma probably knows. Okay. Let's get some help. Book. Any royal jelly? Could do with some royal jelly. Royal jelly! Ooh, gotta get that royal jelly! Sorry, I know I'm singing man. Right, off to see Miss Hillsborough. Whatever that was. Fireplace. Okay, let's just go upstairs now. The stairs, they are here. Right, so we gotta go to Emma's room.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Oh, it's this room here. We're going in here. Let me eat.
Well,
Let
I
me.
hope Emma is fully recovered.
Oh yeah, she's a bit mad, isn't she?
Emma, excuse me for turning up like...
Louis, your timing is perfect.
I'm not so sure. Home is dead.
Killed by Mortimer?
How'd you know that?
Holm. He warned me that it was probably going to happen.
Looks like she's better.
Louis, I have brought Emily back from the ether.
I beg your pardon?
It was the last thing Holm did, as if to give us a chance of making it through. He guided me step by step just before he disappeared. Unfortunately, I could only bring her back in the body of a servant.
And how does she feel about it?
Right now, she's asleep next door. I must say that between that and all I had to tell her to sum up the situation, it was rather a lot to take in. But she should feel better soon. Let's just give her a bit more time. I don't want to rush you, but time is short. We are in great danger.
Well, I
When
realise
Holmes
that,
sensed
but you
his
just said
death
give her
was
more time.
imminent, He warned me that we would be next.
It was to be expected.
But why attack us?
Good God! I know what he's thinking. He's obsessed with Cronus and Zeus.
That's true, but what's the connection?
He thinks he's both. Now one, now the other.
What do you mean?
Looking at the statue in the Great Hall, it's easy to imagine him as Zeus. And by doing away with his brother, he's about to start a war of the gods. I'll bet he's planning to attack his father, Emma. And besides that, he also thinks he's Cronus, devouring his children to ensure that none of his sons will turn against him.
In mythology, Kronos doesn't attack his daughters, if I remember rightly.
Are you serious? Do you really want to take that chance?
No, I was just saying. You can count on us. You wouldn't know how to defeat an ancient, child-eating, all-powerful demon, would you?
Well, believe it or not, he gave me the answer himself. We're gonna need the blood from a demon older than him. And it just so happens that I have the Holy Lance.
No,
He
we
touched the blood
don't.
of Christ.
Oh, we got the
What's
wrong
the
one.
connection? You're not trying to say that Christ is...
I'll have to ask you to trust me on this one. Once this is over, we'll all have a few bones to pick, but for the time being...
All right, we'll follow you.
Good. Let's go then.
I've got the wrong lance.
Are you sure you're ready? You're all right?
Yes, I feel a lot better. It's all a bit strange.
Sister, I believe we're ready for the end game.
Oh, good. I don't have the right lance. It's not the right one. Oh. Oh, confrontation. Okay. In the dining room. Oh, hey guys. How's it going?
Louis, there you are.
Here
Look,
I am.
She's better.
Perfect.
Good. Are you ready, Louis? Can we go?
I think I'm being
Yes.
set up.
Let's get it over with.
I've got the wrong blimmin' lance anyway, so I can't kill him, so...
Louis, I've been expecting... Oh, I see you haven't come alone. To what do I owe the honor, Duchess?
I thought this discussion should concern the whole family.
Surprise, Father. Emily, you brought her back from the ether. Well, I am impressed, my children.
Well, what
It's
can I say?
over, Father.
We can't let you go on like this.
Enough!
Louis!
Who on earth do you think you are, for heaven's sake? Did you think I wouldn't know what you're planning? You are mere insects compared to me. You never had a chance.
Help! My head!
Let's do it!
Now!
Ah, how dare you!
Keep going, it's working!
You creatures are pitiful. Tell me, Emma, are you sure you were right to bring your sister back in that grotesque body?
I don't know, was I? I don't know any weaknesses or anything, do I? Where is he? Mortimer. God damn it. Conviction and science.
Mortimer! Is this how you managed to manipulate your brother?
Now, Louis, don't think you can change the topic so easily. The question remains open. Emma, after everything Emily has been through, a life lost creating this character, do you really think she's going to just let you take over the main role?
Emily, I promised you we would find you a better body. I'll do everything in my power to help you.
No, stop, Emma! He's trying to manipulate you.
You killed her. And now you think she's just going to, what, leave it at that?
I know. You will never forgive me.
Don't listen to him, Emma. I swear, I mean you no harm.
Oh, shit. He's succeeding.
I'm
You
failing
have always been
here.
the dominant one. And you expect me to believe that you're now going to simply hand over your whole life's work? You can't fool me, my girl. I can read you like a book.
I don't know what to do. See, now, am I trying to manipulate Emma, or am I trying to manipulate him? It's gotta be him.
Emily, don't believe a single word of what he's saying. You both braved hell together. united, and that's the only way we can get out of here.
Louis is right, Emma.
Yes, you are right, Louis. We will not be misled by this kind of manipulation, Father.
Good. We stand firm. If this continues, Mortimer won't have any hold on us.
Emma, my dear daughter, let me help you. You have won. Look, you have it all. You
use one of these
are
to try and
Duchess
help me out.
Hillsborough. You are rich. You are young, beautiful, influential. I'm so proud of you.
Make it
You
easier
are the
for
one
myself.
I've been waiting for. You know what she's like. You know she harbors vengeance in her heart. She'll never let you have all this to yourself. Never. I beseech you. Let me help you. Let me protect you, darling.
Oh, well, what should we go for?
Emma, look at her. Look at Emily. You know her. She knows you.
But
Go on. Look at her. It is her. She loves you. She's counting on you.
Emma, help us.
My sister.
Boom! Gotcha.
Get him!
Louis! No!
Oh. I don't have the nail. The lance is the wrong item.
No, don't do it.
It's over. You've lost.
No, he's not.
No, stop. Oh,
It's the wrong
my
one. And he just took over my body.
Come, Louis. It's over.
Let's leave.
After you.
What? Quite clearly, I failed in that, like, so miserably. I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't have this nail, and I picked up the wrong lance. This was such a long time ago, there's nothing I could do about it. Oh, is that the end? Oh.
As Mortimer had planned, Napoleon Bonaparte sold Louisiana to the United States after purchasing it from Spain. Bonaparte continued his political and military ascension until he proclaimed himself emperor. He went on to invade a large part of Central Europe. The legend of Napoleon persisted after his death, conferring on the emperor the role of Messiah for France. Remaining very popular, George Washington put an end to the various internal rebellions without violence and re-established trade agreements with Great Britain. Upon his death, he became a national hero and left an entire nation in a state of mourning. On his return to Spain, Manuel Godoy proceeded to give Louisiana up to France. Later on, he became the target of the Crown Prince of Spain, Ferdinand VII. The latter gave no respite to his mother's lover, going as far as condemning him to exile. He confiscated all of Manuel's titles and possessions, as well as those of his mistress, Pepita. Pursued, they ended up living out their last years in France in poverty and anonymity. The influence von Wollner had over King Frederick William ironically ended up working against him. The sovereign thrust him into increasing repression until the end of his reign. Von Wollner became the object of the people's hatred, was therefore stripped of his titles and land by the new king, and died in poverty to general indifference in the Prussian countryside. The Duchess, enabling Great Britain to build closer ties with the United States, on both political and commercial fronts, was her last diplomatic feat. She gradually withdrew from the English court and had to retire in the country, supported by her ever-present friend, the author Jane Austen. Some say that the Duchess inspired Austen's novel Emma, which became a bestseller in 1816. His Eminence, having successfully accomplished his mission, returned to His Holiness the Pope with full honors. Although all his ambitions had become possible, to the stupefaction of his entourage, the Cardinal preferred to retire to his Tuscan monastery, far from all political and diplomatic entanglements. Fascinated by the techniques involved in exorcism and demonology, he dedicated the last years of his life to the study of Inquisition reports. Sarah de Richet threw herself into the Seine River from the Pont des Arts before a crowd of dumbfounded bystanders just a few days after her son's return to Paris. He spoke of his aging mother's recent depression and took over the running of the Golden Order, whose expansion was rapid. On his return to Paris, Peru gave himself up to his peers of the revolutionary courts. He admitted to being implicated in several state corruption cases. Found guilty of treason toward the Republic, he was executed without a trial. No more was ever heard of Lord William Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was the subject of conversations in the European courts, but only for a few months.
Okay. Well. Yep. I was possessed by Lord Mortimer. I failed to kill Lord Mortimer. I failed to leave the island safe and sound. I messed that up. And there was nothing I could do about it, it seemed. I never came across a nail. Well, I did, but I never could pick them up. And then I couldn't get back to that place. And once I had, as far as I was aware anyway, and then once I had the spear and realised it was the wrong one, there was nothing I could do about it. I couldn't go back and change. So, yeah, I mean, overall, I thought it was a pretty good game. I quite enjoyed it. I won't lie to you, I did have a good time. It was really difficult in points, but that's because I'm not an intelligent man when it comes to sort of these kind of games. I'm sure you guys know that by now. But overall, it was a pretty good game. It was a very interesting concept. It got a bit weird with the whole demon thing, but it still managed to keep it interesting. I would say, though, that the ending there feels like it actually relies heavily, so heavily, on something you do ages back in the game. Like, what, episode 3 was it? Maybe episode 4, but I want to say it was episode 3, like the last bit of episode 3 when you get the spear. So I feel like having an ending that relies on that is sort of unfair a little bit. If you know what I mean. Because it means once you work it out, there's nothing you can do. But I could be wrong. Maybe there is a way to change or get the nails or change something later on, but I couldn't see it. But that's just the way it is. But so that is the council, guys. That was the last of it. We have done it all. There we go. Yeah, the Trial of Faith, or the Spearhead. So, yeah, back there is when you get it. That one, the Spearhead. So, all the way back there, beginning of episode 4. But hey ho. Well, thank you very much for joining me, guys. That is the Council overall. Let me know what you think down in the comments, guys. Did you enjoy this game? Do you think it was a pretty good game? I really enjoyed the concept. I want to know your thoughts. Do you think was there a way that I could have either changed the spear or find these nails? Because the only nails I remember seeing was in his office, in his secret, but it never let me pick them up or anything. So I don't know if there was some way of getting them later on. I don't know. But yeah, so that is it. I failed. I died. You know, I got bad ending. There we go. But that's just the way it is. But yeah, don't forget to leave a comment, guys. Next time, I think I have decided, because recently the new Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 game has been announced, I have decided that the next game I'm going to do in place of this is going to be Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I'm going to jump into that. A good vampire RPG. I'm intrigued. If I remember rightly, I never played it before, and I've heard pretty good things. So I'm going to jump into that next. Don't forget to leave a comment, guys. Drop a like. Hit that subscribe button. And I will catch you all next time. Take it easy, everybody.